Kia ora and welcome back to, of course, the New Zealand Secondary Schools Tournament for 2023, coming to you from Crown Park here in Taupo on another busy day. We've just literally had one game of St Cuthbert's up against Botany Downs complete, and already Hutt Valley and Otamotai are coming onto the field. So Hutt Valley Otamotai are playing in the pink, as you can see there on screen. And they'll be playing, just waiting for the referee to sort this out. And we'll just see what strip Hutt Valley are going to be in, as the teams get an opportunity. They should. Now, if I say what I think appears on this piece of paper, I'm probably going to be wrong, but it's either going to be black or white. I somehow feel, when I saw the warm-up just while the other game was on, they were in a black strip. So we're waiting for Hutt Valley to actually come onto the field. Here they come now. So I'd like to say a huge thank you to our sponsors, Apollo Projects, Bailey's, Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming, and Whakato Māori. I'm Brent Perry, coming to you from, of course, Crown Park in Taupo on slightly chillier morning this morning with the fog, but I'm beginning to see some shadows starting to come across the field. So with a bit of luck, that's going to burn off quickly, and we've got a nice morning, but at least with the one thing, the girls will be running around. So a big shout out to the whānau and supporters that are on the sideline, because it is, as I say, a little cool. I think the coffee machine gentlemen will be making very good coin this morning, trying to keep everyone's hands warm with a nice flat white or a long black or the likes. I mean, if the term fast and furious hadn't been used before, I'd probably say, with the way these organisers are putting these games together, I mean, it literally is one team comes off the field and we're straight back into another game. So as I say, this is Hutt Valley up against Otamotai in the pink, Hutt Valley in black. Total of 32 teams from across the North Island headed down to Taupo for the few days of women's football. And I'm sure a lot of these young ladies were inspired by having the World Cup in New Zealand, and of course being able to watch the Aussies play as well. Now, that was a hard one, trying to work out whether you were going to support England or Australia, but yeah. We're just waiting, just heard from our effects mic, we're just waiting on the referee. As the shadows start to come across the ground. The sun is coming, it's doing its very best to try and warm up these girls and the spectators. As I say, we've had 3 days, and the fortunate thing with the 3 days is absolutely no wind. So Crown Park can be a little bit brutal, shall we say, when the wind is blowing off the mountains, Rupehu, Narahoe and Tongariro, coming across the Great Lake of Tupunuiatia. So fortunately, if there's an advantage of having maybe a little bit of fog in the morning, no wind to speak of. Because I can attest, as a parent who used to bring kids up here into this park on a Saturday morning, It was brutal, but fortunately these young ladies don't have to put up with that today, as they haven't done for the last few days. So they're just waiting on a referee. And unfortunately, we haven't been given a team list of the girls, so I'm not going to be able to identify these young ladies by their numbers, so apologies in advance. So at Motai College, of course, from Tauranga.
The pink version of those. Oh, yeah, the bright pink ones. They're from Barcelona. Oh, no, my nana went to Barcelona, so I was like, are they like the not academy? I don't know.
Nice to see the friendships and the communication happening between the two teams. As we've made mention before, at this level they play hard but play fair, and a lot of their friendships, especially if they make sort of a representative team from their particular region, they'll get to know each other as they move up through the age group and representative sides. So just picking that up on the effects mic. Maybe there's a game that's just running a little bit longer than normal, so they're having to come from another pitch. So I'm sure the managers are saying, look, keep warm, stay warm. So we've just been informed that's exactly what's happened. One of the referees is tied up with one of the games that just ran a little bit over time, but the girls have been brought back, so it appears the referee has turned up.
All ready to go.
So the referee has joined the party.
Do we run? Yep. Yeah. Go.
So as I say, Hutt Valley High will be in the black strip. Over to Motai from Tauranga will be in the pink. Just wait for the referee to give them the coin toss. So the regulatory handshake, fist pump, or If you notice the goalie for Otamoto, sorry, she was towering over the other young ladies. So just waiting for the coin toss. Apologies for the slight delay, but as I say, referees have done a wonderful job having to get between 6 different fields that are being used here at Crown Park.
You guys heading off straight away? Yeah, I think so. Do you guys think? Probably, yeah. It's going to take us about 5.5.
So there's the coin toss being done. And looking at the referee, it looks like Hutt Valley so the teams will be staying as they are. Hutt Valley playing left to right. So we're about to get underway for our second match of the day. The Haurua are 40 minutes each way. So Hutt Valley won the toss. So as I say, apologies, we at this point haven't been handed the names of these young ladies. And then in saying that, I've just been given the list of the Hutt Valley, so I might be able to do a little bit with that. But of course, interesting enough, if you see number 10 just running across the field at the moment in the black, it's Alicia Eglinton, sorry. She scored an absolute blinder yesterday up against Waikato Dio. Very strong kicker. She's got a lot of power behind her.
Paige. Paige, if you need to, just plant your feet here. You don't have to play and beyond, just plant your feet if it's on.
So it's a Motai College playing in the pink up against Hutt Valley in the black.
come.
Getting some nice support from the spectators, the whānau that are down on the sideline of these games. Lovely bit of footwork. Just managed, unfortunately, to get shut down. So still no score with just coming up to 4 minutes of the first half being played. Both teams, again, their katiaki is exceptionally good. Bit of a hard tackle coming in on players, but of course not intentional. But as I made mention before, that the Crown Park ground is quite firm underfoot because of the pumice, the nature of the ground. And even considering we've had probably, what, maybe 6 games on each one of these, the ground stays nice and firm. Worst thing about Taupo, and if you can say the worst, is that it can rain for a week and stop for an hour and you go out and mow your lawns. Dries and drains very, very quickly. Looks like everything seems to be okay. The referee coming back into play. Yep, no replacement needed.
Hi, Sophia. Okay, just hold there, Sophia. Hold there. Keep it in front.
So the score is still 0-0 between Hutt Valley High School and OT Multai. Pretty evenly matched, both teams at the moment. No one really showing great dominance, although a nice little run and forward. Is anyone able to catch up with that? Unfortunately not.
Lara, just look for your feet there.
Look at mine, look at mine.
Good on each. Spot. Evie, get across. Evie, get across.
Nice through ball, but well read by the keeper. Bit of a nudge to the back, but referee seemed to think that was okay. And credit to the referees, of course, and the linesmen, that they let the game flow. They're not whistle happy.
Good. Well done. Just relax again. Sophia, don't go too early. See the ball, see the player.
Letting the players themselves sort out a lot of the little issues when it needs to be blown. Of course, the referee does, but as I say, the referees have done a wonderful job. And a big thank you to them and all the other volunteers to facilitate the New Zealand Secondary Schools Football Tournament coming to you from Crown Park here in Taupo. So lovely cross coming in, but well read by and anticipated by the keeper for Hutt Valley High. Or if she can run onto this could open up nicely, but a little bit more juice. Able to get the quarter on their behalf, but a nice run by Hutt Valley all the same. Just at times the players just not finding their own player, but a nice run by number 13 with a nice through ball, but again well read.
Mr. Alt, can I come off? My ankle's really sore.
So we just picked up on the sound effects mic. Like one of the players has got a bit of an ankle problem, so we'll just wait for the referee to sort of acknowledge that. And we'll get a substitution coming through. Oh, a lovely through ball passed out. Alicia Edlington.
Just get back in front again. Start to lock on to who's your player. Just come across, show back in, show back in, show back in. Come, good, have a look, come off the line, well done, and win. Well done. We'll have a sub, please. Thank you.
Danny, there's so much time to play. They're not pressing us. Let's just keep the ball at the back, move it from side to side.
She's off.
Don't force it back in the same way we just come from, okay?
Couldn't see who came off, but the replacement is number 8, Nike Turner.
Pressure.
Went across the goal, but of course not right on direction. But again, at least the girls are trying. So the score currently sort of still 0-0, Hutt Valley High School. Hit 0, Otamotai also 0. Oh, lovely attempt for a Piro, but unfortunately unable to connect, but well saved by Hutt Valley with Brooke Neary forcing the corner. So we'll see how the Anna goes from this. And again, well read by Hutt Valley High School's goalkeeper, Brooke Neary.
Well done, well defended, Nick. Well done, Nick.
Across the cross, it went across. Pero was spot on, just well read by the goalkeeper again. A lovely 1-2. See what number 9 can actually pull out of the bag, but again, great defence. Great defence.
Great ball. Well done. Just be aware here if it's right. Like just be aware here if it's right.
Yeah, at least managed to secure a corner. Interesting, yesterday, most of those were taken by Alicia Eglinton, number 10, but looks like 13. Phoebe Howes will be taking this, maybe to get that tall timber, because Alicia is quite a tall girl. So I was surprised that she was actually taking the corner kicks on the match yesterday. But we'll just see what happens now. As I say, she's a tall girl. Oh, lovely take.
Open up. Go, roll. Keep coming, Nick. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. So you can come out to here, Nick. Okay, tuck in now, Nick. Tuck in, tuck in, tuck in. Margo, Margo! Go, 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 go.
And then sort of that demonstrates the speed of these young women and their fitness levels that are going. Great run down that far side. Did you get that cross in? No. Keeper came off a line and was quite happy to close that down very quickly with coming up nearly 20 minutes of the first half. Hutt Valley, no score in the game at all. But in saying that, you can sort of gauge what I'm talking about. 1 minute you're at this end of the park and next minute you're down the other. Here we go. Now this was interesting. That cross was just about spot on, but Alicia Eglinton unable to connect. I said she's a dangerous player, as I said, watching yesterday.
Sophia, that's yours.
So the sun beginning to break out here at Crown Park in Taupo. Shadows coming back onto it. Let's see what Otamotai girls can do with this build-up. As I say, I do apologise that I aren't able to name some of the girls full stop from Otamotai College. It's just the fact that they didn't provide us with a team list of who their players were, so a little bit limited in our commentary position. And I'm sure if you're watching at home, you'll recognise the girls. Little aerial ping pong going on, but a lovely run up that far side of the field. He's waiting for support to come across. Again, good turn of speed and manages. Oh, this could be interesting. Looks like a handball. So it'll be set up. It's the ball being placed on the tanga. That's the first penalty kick I've commentated over the weekend, so first of the handballs. So we'll find out whether Brooke Neary, goalkeeper for Hutt Valley, keep the score sheet. Referee had no hesitation to point to the spot. Let's see how this goes. And she's successful with that. So the first puro of this game between Hutt Valley High School and Otamotai. First goal, of course, to Otamotai. Well done.
Nish, just want to tell the referee. Thank you, Jess.
Keep up the press, oh! You've got this!
So a change coming up for Hutt Valley. Number 12 coming on, Lola Dickens. So 17 minutes to go in the first half. Oh, that was very, very close. That goal was open with the goalkeeper actually down. But Hutt Valley just not having enough players within the box area to take advantage of that. It was a very good opportunity for them, though, to actually try and level these scores up. Back on the tack again. Can she get the cross through? No, just puts it over behind the portal. Take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Apollo Projects, Bailey's, there's Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming, and Whakato Mori. Cross just heading over the top of the goal post. So that'll be a goal kick out. Again, nice build up for their attack. Just coming across the goal, can she find a way to line it up? Felt at that a very split second that the goalie might have been unsighted with three of the defenders from Hutt Valley High School just standing there, but she kept her eye on it. So 14 minutes to play in this first half of the New Zealand Secondary Schools Football Tournament, coming to you from Crown Park here in Taupo. A couple of changes, as I say, able to let you know who these young ladies are. Referee saw that as a fair tackle. So again, the girls from Otamotai back on the attack. Well, this could open up. Just a little bit off target, going slightly left of the puro.
Can you fix it, Lola? Can you?
Nice cross from Phoebe Howes, but unable to find one of her strikers. But so 12 minutes to play here with Hutt Valley High School up against Motai, who scored from the penalty spot to get that 1 goal advantage.
Pick up Phoebe. Yeah.
Lovely cross. Oh, even with the tall timber in the goal, it went sailing past, but it was very, very close for Hutt Valley High School to even this game up. Oh, great play from number 9, Elise Bennett. Still not over yet.
Start to drop first, start to drop. What's that channel? Nick, what's the channel? What's the channel?
Good strike by Phoebe Howes, but straight into the back of one of her opposing players.
Come to. Lucky Lola. Hold Sophia, hold Sophia.
So looking forward to keep pushing forward. These girls are aware of the time that they're on. Of course, their managers are updating them on a regular basis as they run past. Just overran that a little. So throw in for Hutt Valley High School.
First two guys. Rush your run, rush your run.
Tuck in, Lola, might have to help.
So Otamotai girls starting to push forward again. Just moving it forward, playing it nice and close, which is good. And still hasn't managed to have the ball taken away from him. Put a shot in on the Poro, but unfortunately straight into the side netting. A little bit of a scramble going in front of the goal. A little bit of a whack to her head. As I say, it's a little chilly out there, even though the sun is doing its absolute best. Yeah, it looks like she's just took one to the left hand side of her head. I don't think it's too serious, but yeah, looks like they are going to replace her at the moment. Especially if you got a clip around the ears, because as I say, that ball, the Bulgari, hitting you in the side of the head when it's a bit cooler in the morning. And that would give you a bit of a tickle up. And it looks like she's quite happy to stay on the field, which is always good to see. So there's the corner, punched away by the goalie for Hutt Valley High, which is Brooke Neary. Just on 6 minutes to play in the first half. So another change for Otamotai College.
By the 5, get closer to. That's it. I just have to track it. If she goes.
Lovely cross down field. Is she able to create that, cutting in nicely? Does it open up? No, the defence, the Katiaki for Hutt Valley High, managed to shut that down. So 5 minutes to go in this first half, with Otamotai College leading Hutt Valley 1-0. Otamotai College have probably had more attempts on goal and continue to attack. Here they go. But well read by the goalkeeper. Shut that down very quickly. So throw in by Hutt Valley High School, as I say, with 3.5 minutes to play in this first half. It's been all pretty level in the sense of the number of times the goal has been attacked. It was purely a handball that created the penalty in the box to give Otamotai the goal, but that's not to diminish their attacking prowess, which both teams are showing. But as I say, the way I'm reading it, Otamotai have been showing the aggression a lot more. It's just a matter of everything opening up, and whether this is going to happen, whether she's able to get across the through. Oh, and just a big sweep and miss. I'm sure if she connected with that, it would have been definitely their second goal. But unfortunately, just couldn't quite get the timing right. And it just shot in front of the Piru. just seeing a glimpse between the trees to seeing the top of Mount Tahara, which means the fog has finally started to lift. It was a rather crisp evening last night, but with that super blue moon or blood moon, it was pretty spectacular looking across the lake with the shadow and the reflection coming across. It was very, very special indeed. So as I say, we have another game starting at 11:45 on this same field. That'll be Mount Maunganui up against Whangarei. But we'll let this game finish off and see where Hutt Valley can actually, in the last minute and a half, get this sorted out, level the score at 1-1. So a little bit of a chin wag going on between number 13, Phoebe Hawes, and Alicia Eglinton. As I said, that number 10 scored an absolute screamer yesterday, in one of the games yesterday. Oh, lovely through ball. It was a well-executed move. It was that close to actually coming to fruition. Very short ball, just played forward, but just not able to connect. So I would say, looking at this clock, this could be the last hurrah in the first half for Hutt Valley. But that was the closest they've come to actually scoring and levelling up. And that cross is there. Is it able to meet anyone's head? And the referee has called half-time. So with the game with 1-1 to Otamotai up against Hutt Valley, we'll be back in about 4 minutes for the second half. So that's the scoreline, as I say, Otamotai College 1, Hutt Valley High School 1, and we'll be back in about 4 or 5 minutes for the second half.
I know, but I can't keep playing if you can't.
Being a rural school, travel is always a huge cost when playing sport at Central Hawke's Bay College. With the funding from Apollo projects, we've been able to lower travel costs to allow more students to participate in secondary school competitions. Where families have more than one child participating in sport and participating in more than one sport, the financial impact can be huge. Thank you to Apollo projects for the huge difference you have made to our students' participation levels in sport.
It's a big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding to have Apollo run this program. Not only for us, but all the other schools. It makes a big difference to get some kids more active. The funding from Apollo has been spread across 14 team trips this year. It's been a big help to them, and they're really appreciative of Apollo for being able to provide it for us.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you.
We're going to go once. We're going twice.
And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't. This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. My great-grandfather.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay and App to speed on through. Oh yeah, feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
Want to catch a fuel bargain with Caltex and Supergold? Scan your Caltex app, Flybys or Airpoints for 6 cents off per litre with Pumped. And show your Supergold card for an extra 2 cents off. Ah, feels good.
I just want to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for taking the initiative and supporting schools like ours.
It's really important they have that outlet to come to kura for another reason other than curriculum, and for some reason in our water our kids just breathe sport, and having that resource here makes life that much more enjoyable and they can keep doing what they're good at.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically targeting sport is hugely beneficial.
It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
So sponsorship from New Zealand Carbon Farming has been fantastic for our sports teams actually who went away to tournament week. We're a community who's driven by sport, but often money and the cost of travel, accommodation and uniform can be a barrier for some of our students. And to come out with a new uniform for a number of sports, particularly our basketball teams who've been away at nationals, has been uplifting for the students and for our community. The support from Carbon Farming has been wonderful.
Without them, then we wouldn't look like this.
Kia ora and welcome back to Crown Park for the New Zealand Secondary Schools Tournament for 2023 with Hutt Valley High School trailing at the moment Otamotai College from Tauranga 1-0. I'm Brent Perry and hope we are enjoying this coverage brought of course to you by Whakaata Māori along with our principal sponsors Apollo Projects, Bailey's, Caltex and New Zealand Carbon Fibre. There's only just been the one penalty kick for a handball which Otamotai were able to connect with. But this tournament's been going for the last few days with some 32 teams competing from right round the North Island. We've seen some great football and some great skills from these young ladies. As I say, at the moment, Otamotai College leading 1-0 over Hutt Valley. And if you are watching the game, I'll apologise in advance. The Otamotai girls and their management didn't provide us with a team list, so I'm not able to identify for the whānau who's actually doing what. But if you'll just bear with us, we'll try and pick up on some of our ground effect mics if some of the managers who become quite vocal, which is great, can throw a name out. I'll attempt to throw that into the commentary as well. Still a little bit overcast at the moment, but no real wind to speak of up here at the park, which is fortunate. Maybe need a little bit just to blow the last of the high fog that's been hanging around the Taupo region this morning. Did manage to see that Air New Zealand got a flight in this morning. But, some of the airports in the upper North Island have been struggling with some very heavy fog, but fortuitously we've had none of it down here. And of course we're in our final day today of this New Zealand Secondary Schools Football Tournament. Looks like Otamotai will get us underway for the second half. The Harua is 40 minutes each way. straight away back onto the attack. As we said, the skill levels that these women are showing us is a testament to their coaching staff at their particular colleges. There's a nice turn and run from Alicia Eglinton from Hutt Valley. Still wanting to push forward. See great skills coming from these ladies, but their kaitiaki is exceptional. Nice thing we've noticed over with the tournament is the way and the spirit in which these girls are playing. Play hard, but they play fair, and they're encouraging not only to their own teammates but also to the opposition, particularly if there is a bit of a clash or an injury. You know, the other teams are quite quick to sort of get onto the field and make sure that even if it's their opposition, they'll support it. But here's a nice run through here. Here we go. He's just going to open up, just a little bit off target.
She's gone.
Bit of a run for the goalie for Hutt Valley. Over to the back towards Tahara College. Just behind those pine trees that you can see. See if we can coerce that gentleman in the white shirt to do a bit of the running around for these girls. Ooh. Looks like they managed to sneak that one through. Bit of confusion for the defence of Hutt Valley High. So Otamotai get their second. I won't say it was against the run of play, but if the defence of Hutt Valley just seemed to let them down at that last split second. And the girls from Otamotai were very quick to jump on that and score their second goal with just 3.5 minutes on the clock in the second half. So at the moment, this is the teams that are playing for 9th and 10th. So they'll be happy in the fact that they managed to get into the top 10 teams competing in the secondary schools finals here for 2023. This could be interesting whether this opens up, but well cleared away by Hutt Valley.
I like you, Jess. Good, Jess. Good. Stop, please.
Yep. Hold the ball, please. Halfway, Black.
Love the way in which these teams are able to sub each other through. Gives all the players a chance to actually, you know, get a foot into the game. As I say, they show great control with their kihi. But on to Motai College leaving 2-1 over Hutt Valley High School.
Smells like sulfur, eh? Yeah.
So of course Crown Park is not unused to hosting some of these larger age group tournaments. There's the McCarthy Invitational Tournament, which is played here in October, running over 3 days, where there's again literally teams from everywhere. And this of course is the New Zealand Secondary Schools Football Tournament. Plenty of accommodation at a reasonable rate for a lot of these teams that are travelling, because it isn't a cheap exercise for teams to travel anywhere really, and let alone accommodate them for 3 or 4 days. But of course one thing they are fortunate about is that the grounds here in Taupo remain firm underfoot even in the middle of winter. Here we go, this is opening up again. Is she able to get some space? But no. The ball shut down by Phoebe Howes, number 13 for Hutt Valley. Again, these girls are showing great patience as they try and move the ball forward. Shot on goal, but well stopped by the defence of Hutt Valley. Just keeping that chase down as we've just clicked over the 10 minutes in the second half. Lovely forward ball. Is she able to keep it in? Unfortunately not. Let's head back to the goalkeeper to get a clearance away. So Otamotai made a couple of changes, including that of their goalie. Not able to get that clearance away as Otamotai. Oh, I don't know, it's just a slip there, but it would have been interesting if she could have kept her footing, because Hutt Valley didn't have a few defenders waiting for her. And there she goes again. She's showing great agility and speed. Is it able to turn it around? This could be interesting. Oh, nicely saved. Lovely forward run by Hutt Valley, but unable to connect up with one of her teammates.
On the other side, Evie.
Number 13, that's Evie Hawes. Slightly speculative kick for goal from the Otamotai, one of the strikers for the college. But what do they say? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Still leading by 2-0 over Hutt Valley High School. Just taking their time, starting to bring this forward, showing great patience as well. Ball was running out, but of course it looks like that Hutt Valley still get the chance to throw it in.
Cool. Okay. Jess, go into the midfield. Go.
So a couple of changes for Hutt Valley coming up. Looks like the goalie may have been changed over, so I'm afraid we don't have a change of number on that strip.
Jess in the middle. Yeah.
Now, Hutt Valley is probably starting to feel a little bit of pressure with the clock ticking down. But another nice little attacking move from Otamotai. Can she get a cross in? Or is the defence of Hutt Valley going to just shut it down?
Keep it in, keep it in. Just keep the ball. Keep the ball.
I'll tell you what, the attack from Otamotai is constant. Wellington are having to defend regularly. But as I say, it's just swings and roundabouts. A couple more changes coming up. So you can start to see the fog has started to lift away, so the field's going to warm up a little bit quicker than it was an hour ago. But it's not showing any sign of these girls feeling the cold. They were running at 100 miles an hour. Boy, it's hard to keep track with these girls because, as I say, 1 minute you're at one end of the field, blink and you're at the other. Nice through ball. Can Hutt Valley do something with this? Oh, just hit the pole, the cross post. It was a good run down that far side, getting the ball back into the area. So let's see whether they can capitalise on that, but well blocked by Hutt Valley. Now they want to clear that from their line very quickly and start moving it back up the field. Good combination coming from Phoebe Howes and Alicia Eglinton.
Ella, keep going, Ella, good.
I think Hutt Valley were very lucky there. There was no other striker or attacker. Otamotai within striking range, but that goal was open with only one defender from Hutt Valley High School sitting in their way. So we've just hit the halfway mark of the second half. As I say, it's 40 minutes each way.
Next taking out.
Options, girls! That's it. Well done, Grace!
Nice run through here with it. She's able to, apart from her shot being deflected.
Give us up, please. Lola, Elise.
So it looks like Elise Bennett's been changed over. So numbers 2 and 21, sorry, 3 and 21. It's Nova Hill and Sophia Trimpop. Coming on for the last 20 minutes.
That's it, Stella. Grace, Grace.
Lovely strike there, but well anticipated by the goalie for Hutt Valley High School. Got herself beautifully positioned. Nice through ball coming up from Hutt Valley. Can they capitalise on that? But again, those defence by both teams just seems to shut this down a lot.
Just goes the 9, that's it.
So if you're just looking at your schedule, there's probably going to be a bit of a delay with some of these games just starting slightly later. So these two teams, as I say, I might have led you wrong, but Hutt Valley up against Otomotai are playing for positions 13 and 14. Hutt Valley being 13, Otomotai 14.
You go,
And of course, our next game coming up will be teams playing for 17 and 18. That's Mount Maunganui and Whanganui. Ball across the goal, but again, unable to connect with one of their teammates from Otomotai. So Hutt Valley High School on the breakout. A lovely run down the back with a lovely cross pass. They just overcooked it slightly.
Maybe one go tight, one going behind. Don't let her receive. She doesn't receive.
So 25 minutes has just ticked over. Again, these girls are not slowing down. They're playing at the same pace that they started off, you know, some in that first half. And it's continued through. So well done to their coaching staff for keeping everybody doing what they need to do.
On your right.
Jazz, shoulder.
Good, Jada. Stop it. Play the other way. Fires off. Good, good. Well done.
As I say, they're Katiake all the way through. This tournament's been spectacular. Defence for the teams. Again, no real power in that shot for Motai, but again, the goalkeeper for Hutt Valley was in the right spot. Oop. Just an accidental little trip. Oh, and punched away by the goalie for Motai. The direction of that free kick was right on the money, where the goalkeeper needed to take evasive action.
Can I go on?
Not sure whether somebody's taken a bit of a knock, because the Hutt Valley High School, one of the managers or physios, is coming onto the field. I think everything seems to be okay, whether the referee is consulting with the touchy to see whether he saw anything or whether it's is deserving of something else.
Hey, Tana, do you want water? No, I'm okay, thanks.
Doesn't appear to be, because I can see the goalie standing there. So nothing untoward with that, with 12 minutes or 12 minutes to go in the second half of the secondary schools football tournament here in Crown Park, coming to you from Crown Park in Taupo. This is Hutt Valley in the black, up against Motai in the pink. And a bit of a long range attempt. As I say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. These girls, as I say, with 10 minutes to play. As I say, 32 teams commenced the week. So looking finals, or the final this afternoon will be up against St Kentigern and Barradine. Two Auckland teams playing for first and second. Sticking with it. I'm sure Hunt Valley would really love to be able to get one in the back of the net before the next 10 minutes. But I'm pretty confident to say that Otamotai are going to turn and say no. Again, a bit slightly speculative, but the cross comes back through. Oh, there wasn't a head there to meet it.
Stop, please. Stop. No. Jess, drop back in. Yeah.
So a couple of changes again for Hutt Valley. Number 9 coming on, that's Elise Bennett. A little bit of a scramble in front of goal, but Hutt Valley willing to getting it clear now. Up through number 13, running forward is Phoebe Howes. I'm not sure whether they have a player of the tournament, but I hate to be on the judging panel because there's been some absolute tremendous skills shown by these young ladies. How you would pick one player out of this number would be a nightmare on my behalf, but yeah, some great skills they're showing, both on the attack and the defence.
Stop, please.
Lara, keep doing that.
Halfway.
Get another change coming on. It's Lola Dickens. And she's replacing Ella Redman. So just over 8 minutes to go.
Time. Yeah, line.
Well read by Hutt Valley to actually cut that off, so they'll be wanting to get back on the attack and get themselves up the other end of the field.
Jazz.
Come on, yeah. The one inside. And what
Just overran that ball just slightly. But again, even with around that 7 minutes to go, these girls aren't letting up. They keep coming forward. Both teams doing the same. But it's going to be pretty hard work for Hutt Valley High School to come back from being 2-0 down. Great defence from that back line of Otamotai College. Shut down that attack from Hutt Valley. And you start all over again.
Coming out halfway.
So if you're looking at the timing schedule, you will see there's a slight overrun. Around 5.5 minutes to play in this game. I'm sure the organisers will try and catch up some time. Fortunately, the delays haven't been through injury, which is always a positive. Oh, well read by number 13, but the tackle. But Phoebe Howes, number 13, she seems to be just a slight little limp, but nothing too serious. Oh, a lovely strike of the ball and well saved by the Naito goalie. And another save, which will result in a corner. So this could be an opportunity for Wellington to at least claw one back.
Halfway.
So this could literally be the last throw of the dice for Hutt Valley to try and So a little wide of the mark, so it gives a bit of a reprieve for Otamotai to break out. Again, this is pretty much in the dying minutes of the game, but you can see by the activities, these girls are not just throwing in the towel at the end of the day saying, oh, we've only got, 2.5, 3 minutes to go. They'll play right through that 40 minutes. But I would say it's pretty much hard work for Hutt Valley to claw back 2 goals within about, what are we talking about, 2.5 minutes? But it won't be through a lack of trying, that is for sure. Another long-range attempt. Just does a number of things. Runs the clock down somewhat. Oh, this could prove to be a little costly if they do it. As I said, exactly what they call it, the commentator's curse. Otamotai do pick up their third. They've got the hat trick up against Hutt Valley High. Simply because Hutt Valley just couldn't quite get that clearance from the goal. And as you see, what the referee's going to do is whether she'll get this game back underway with just on 1.5 minutes to play. Do you think she's happy or not? Number 17, I think she is. Well, Hutt Valley will be disappointed with that because they have played very well. Slightly a soft goal, as you would say. Just not managed to clear their line. Left the opening for Otamotai. No defenders being back for Hutt Valley. It sounds like the full whistle. So Otamotai taking out 3-0 over a Hutt Valley High School. So high fives all around. I think Otamotai will be very happy from Tauranga. And of course the scoreline being 3-0 Otamotai College over Hutt Valley High School. So we'll be taking a bit of a break until we get on to our next game, which will be Mount Maunganui up against Whangarei. So we'll be taking a wee break here, and we'll be back in around about 4 minutes or so once the teams clear the field.